Well, I think it's unfortunate when we bailed out certain industries with taxpayer money. There's no free money. It's all taxpayer money. It's yours and I's hard-earned income. And I think it's a very dangerous slope that we're going down in this government right now of picking winners and losers. Picking winners and losers in the banking sector with AIG and Citigroup and others saying, well, they're too big to fail. I think that's a very dangerous precedent to set. And we're talking about it with the auto industry. Ford Motor Company is doing well enough that they don't need a bailout, and yet we're going to GM and offering them billions of dollars of our hard-earned money to try and bail them out. I believe in the profit motive. I believe in the free market principles of our economy, and I believe that one man's failure will lead to an opportunity for someone else to step up and create jobs. And these banks will recover with small community banks who have been responsible with their lending. But for us to continue to bail out big banks like AIG, we're really taking money from responsible community banks like those here in Quincy and giving it to the crooks out on Wall Street.
The simplest of questions I hear every day from our viewers, your constituents: how are we going to get out of this mess? That's the question we get asked every day, and I'm sure you're getting that as well.
Yeah.
How do you ask that simple question? It's not a simple answer.
Well, the answer is not more government spending. We spent $3.5 trillion in the last 9 months trying to bail out the economy. If that's not a proof that more government spending is not the solution, I don't know what is. The president promoted his stimulus plan, which was another $1 trillion in spending. 3 weeks later now, they're already talking about stimulus number 2. If that's not an admission of failure, I don't know what is. We're not going to get the economy growing again. We're not going to put people back to work until small businesses are successful. 80% of the people in this country are employed by small businesses. So any stimulus efforts, any efforts to try and get growth, put people back to work, have to be targeted at small businesses where people actually get their jobs.
And you've had the president's ear. How receptive was he to your discussion?
Well, the president obviously has one role to play. The Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid, the Senate president, also has a role to play. I think right now they're salivating with the power that they have, and you've seen that over the last 2 months. They've really ramrodded the legislation through. The stimulus bill, for example, was debated on and voted on in less than 24 hours. There were over 200 amendments to that bill. Over 100 of them were Democrat amendments, and she wouldn't even allow members of her own party to try and make the bill better. So I think it's important that people not just talk about bipartisanship, but they actually act in a bipartisan way and they actually incorporate people's ideas from both sides. And that's what I did as a state rep in Illinois, and I'd love to do it in Congress if the president would give me the chance.